He seems to think that he was really something special when he was younger. When I look at him, I just see the Green Goblin. His eyes creep me out. All right, so he's on the phone with this girl, and she's like, so what are you up to? And he tells her he's going to be going to his high school reunion or something, I don't know. And she's like, oh, really? I don't want to come off as jealous or controlling, but this makes me a little bit nervous. And I'm like, okay, here we go, another jealous partner. But then we find out that at his last reunion, he hooked up with one of his classmates who always had the hots for him since like second grade or something. Then it cuts to a flashback of him on the phone with that girl, and she says to him, don't forget, you and I have that thing. And when she says that, he is putting his fingers in little quotations. So what is that thing? But he tells his girl, you've got nothing to worry about. She's like, I'm just a little worried because there's a lot of temptations for you. There's a lot of drinking. Everyone's going to be partying. All the girls are going to be flirting. Have you told any of your friends about us yet? Does anyone know we're engaged? And he goes, no. She's like, that really hurts my feelings. It feels like you're hiding me from everybody. He's like, no, it's not that. I just know everyone would be judging us, saying we're jumping the gun. We need to wait. Okay, this isn't all about you. I have a lot that I can lose as well. She's like, aren't you the one who decided to propose? You asked me to marry you, and now you're keeping that a secret? He's like, well, that's my decision. And they basically hang up on each other. Okay, he gets out, lights up a cigarette, and he is irritated. He's like, she wants to get married right now, otherwise she won't be able to move to my state. I mean, how does that even make sense? How is that even legal? I'm like, you're the one who asked her to get married. She wants to marry you, and now you're annoyed that she wants to marry you? Like, pick a lane. Fast forward to later that evening, and he's getting ready for the reunion. He calls up his boo to show her his outfit and confirms that he will be going alone. She's like, okay, I really hope that lady who was at the last reunion won't be there. And he lies right to her face. He says, oh no, I highly doubt she will be there. And then it goes to another flashback. 2 days ago, he was FaceTiming her, telling her he's gonna be there, and she's so excited. She can't wait to see him and hug him, and oh, he better be there. So I don't think she has the most confidence in him. She ends up saying she's got really bad anxiety and she wants to hang up. So they do, and he leaves. Before he gets to the party, we see the ladies coming together, and his prior fling tells the girls that he's coming. She can't wait. It's been almost 2 years since she has seen him, and he had reached out to her and invited her to come over and stay with him, and they had a great time. Another girl chimes in and goes, oh yeah, him and I have had a few run-ins of our own, if you know what I mean. Hopefully there wasn't too much overlap. And she's like, oh, no, I'm sure there was overlap. She's like, is he with anyone right now? And she's like, I don't know. Who cares? So he walks in and she runs over like right away. She's like, oh, it's been a few years. She's touching him and he's not fighting it at all. Then he tells us that, oh yeah, she's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. Yeah, she's beautiful. She's like, I heard you hooked up with so-and-so over there. He's like, yeah, in a Westwood parking lot. And then he goes over to her, gives her a big hug. And then they start reminiscing over their experiences with one another. This guy is a freaking slut. If I hear anyone in the comments section with the, oh, I liked your subtle slut shaming. Shut up. Look at this slut holding hands with this woman who isn't his fiance, who he's previously slept with. But go ahead, be mad at me for calling him a slut. That's fine. I don't care. While he's mingling with all of his booty calls, he gets a call from Samantha. She's like, I hope all of the women are being respectful of our relationship and that we're getting married. He's like, well, I didn't announce it like as soon as I walked in. That would be weird. She's like, Rick, you better say something right or I'm going to hang up on you. Then booty call number 1 stumbles up and he's like, hey, I'm on the phone with Sam. She's in prison. Booty call's like, hey, so are you guys boyfriend and girlfriend or what? Tell me everything. Sam is like, oh, how fun that he didn't tell you we're engaged. She's like, oh, yeah, he didn't tell me that. She's like, okay, I'm out of here. In her private interview, she's like, I don't know what Rick is thinking, and I'm not trying to get into anyone else's relationship, but... Loosey Goosey tells us that he was in love with her for a long time, and if he was still single, she'd be all over that. I think she'd be all over that no matter what. Samantha is like, Rick, please be careful. Don't walk into any bedrooms. Please don't go into a bedroom with anyone. And he's like, Samantha, I have been feeling like trash about myself. And then you came along and have been building me back up. I want you. She's like, yeah, you mean everything to me. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. But this long distance isn't going to work. Samantha tells us that they are currently living in different states, and Rick is going to have to move to be with her because she wants to be with her grandchildren. And until that happens, she's pretty nervous about the health of the relationship. Rick tells us that he is retired and living off of his pension, and he never planned for his future to include anyone except himself, so funds are very tight for him right now. They hang up, and Rick goes back to his lady friend. Samantha tells us she feels like Rick has 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. Doesn't it sound like Rick should be the one who's locked up? Ugh, he is so shady.
That's all I got for you today,